So guys, today we will see the layout of Construct2 game engine, and we will go through some of the great templates that have been created in Construct2. So let's open up Construct2. So the Construct2 game engine look like this. You can see that. Open that. So it look like the icon look like something like settings, and 2 is being written on that. Now, if you want to create a new project, then open your Construct2 and then click on File and then click on New. And now you have to select a template or example. They have been providing you some examples, as well as you can select your templates as well. So if you want to create a new project, then select this one, new project, new MP project. And if you want to see some examples, there are examples also. So if you want to see examples, then you can also see that. So there are examples of platformer, top-down shooter, and vertical space shooter, driving game, turret defense, infinite jumping, auto runner, and so on. So these are examples, and you can learn some other things from these also. You can see the examples and learn from that. So let's open some template and see how the interface looks like. So I will be opening up. Let's open top-down shooter. So open that. So it's a top-down shooter game, and you can see that. So now let's see. So you can see that you have 3 tabs being open, that is property, projects, and objects. So these are 3 tabs that you can see on the left side. It's left pane, that is properties, that is this pane being properties pane, and you can see that this is left pane, that's properties pane, and then this pane is projects pane, and this is objects. So let's see what are objects, what are projects, and what are properties. So this is a layout, how your games look like. So these are some of the sprites or objects in your games. So you can see that bullet is an object, and let's go onwards. See that the bullet is this. You can see that this is a bullet. If you select any of the object in the object pane, if you select anything in the object pane, then it will highlight it in this way. If the enemy is this, then all the enemies are being highlighted. And then player, if you hit on player, then you can see that this is player. And if you click on text, then you can see this is the text. And you can see if you click on title background, then everything is highlighted, because this whole thing is a title background. Background is this. Okay. Then you can see that anything that you insert in your layouts, that is in your game, is called as an object. Now, what are projects? So everything starts from a project. If you start a game, then it means you are starting a project. So if you are starting a game, then you have some game name. You can change that by, if you here it's being written new project. If you right click on that, there's an option of renaming it. You can rename that and say my game. Like hit enter. So now the game changed to my game. And then if you go to layout, then you can see that there's only one layout under that, layout 1, that is this layout. And here there are option of event sheet. If you go down, you can see that there is an event sheet 1, which is this, and there are object types. In this you have object types, that is bullet, enemies, keyboards, mouse, and player, text, and so on. Families, sounds, music, files, icons. So what do you mean by project? Project is a hierarchy of how your project is being maintained. For example, what things are being required in your project. For example, if you want, there is a need of layout, how your game look like, and events. Events that if something is being triggered, then what should to do with that. For example, if you want to if the W is pressed on keyboard, then what should be done? If you are running a game, if you're creating a game and you have thought that if W is being pressed, then your player should move forward, then this comes in the event part. If you create the game, then you will provide the event, that is, if W is pressed, then the player moves forward. So this comes in the event part. So you can see that event sheet performs in this way, and object types contain objects. Okay, so object type contains objects, and the sounds contain some sounds, and musics, audios, all these things. So now comes to the part with properties. What do you mean by properties here? So let's see that. Let's select the object and see. If you click on bullet, you can see that in the properties pane, you can see that name is being highlighted as bullet, and plugin as sprite, and UID as 2, and global as no. Now you can see, go down and see the behaviors. So when you select something in the object pane or in the project pane, then you can see the properties of that object or layouts or events in that properties pane. So if you click on bullet, then you can see that behaviors as speed, acceleration, gravity, bounce off, and so on. So the properties are of the objects or in the projects panel. So now you can get a better understanding of what are properties and what are projects and what are objects. And I will tell you that these are the common terms that you will see when you will jump on to different game engines. For example, if you want to go to the Unity, then you will have to know about these terms. So these are the simple terms and that you have to know if you want to jump onto the other game engines. Now we can run this game by clicking on this. You can see that on the topmost there is a run layout. Click on that and you can run the game. Also, you can do that by this pin ribbon. If you click on that, then you can see more things in that. So let's click on that. Now you can see that in homes, what is the home contains, what the view contains, and what the event contains, and what upgrade. So if you click on that in home tab, if you click on run layout, then you can run that game as well. And if you go to view, then you can do that. So if you are here, you are seeing that there's a projects tab, objects pane, and properties pane. If you don't want the objects pane to be there, then you can go to the view tab and then click on that object. It is ticked. Then click on make it untick. Yes, I have done that. Now you can see that objects bar is unticked. So see that object bar is unticked. If you click it again, then you can see that objects come again. Okay, so you can do that. You can do it as many as you want. So click on that and get it done. So now in the next lesson we will be starting of seeing how games are being developed in the constructor.